In the past, it was always hard to convince people about the need for change, partly because everybody's doing so well. Success is the enemy of change. Well, now, one of the things that comes with these turbulent times is it's a fantastic opportunity for change of lots of things in organizations. Now, what is it one wants to change? Let me focus on the topic of culture, because an organization's culture is its source of inimitable, sustainable, competitive advantage. It's the one thing people can't copy from you. If you're distinct, you are the place where people really want to come to work and spend their time. You get the most talented people. So how do you manage a culture? Suppose you want to change your culture. What would you need to do? Well, you need to pay attention to the three elements that make up a culture. And these are the head, the body, and the legs. Okay, let's start with the head. The head is really what leaders say and what leaders do. And this is essentially what we call vision, what you might call vision. And what is vision? Well, we've all seen empty vision statements from organizations, lists of words that people memorize. A vision has to be rooted in the real DNA of an organization. People have to know really that the vision represents something about the core competence of the culture, and leaders have to tell the story. They have to tell the story convincingly about who they are, why and what they're in business for. Second, and you cannot just manage a culture through these messages. You have to also have the alignment of the second element, which is the body. Well, what's in the body? Well, the body is all the management systems, the technology, the things that shape what people do. And some of the most important things of these are what people measure, what gets measured, and what gets rewarded. So the incentives and the metrics that exist. Now, you need to shape these to be entirely consistent with what you're trying to do. And again, in the past, we've been relying very much on very simple, crude payment methods and systems to incentivize people. We now have an opportunity to create new metrics that measure the things that we really want our organizations to do, and to reward people not just with money, but by giving them the things that people often want that are non-monetary, like promotion or time or opportunity. Lots of things can be done. Finally is the legs. Well, the legs of an organization are its people, and what people say, what people do, what people think. Now, how can you control this? Well, you can control who comes in and who leaves. There's some very important decisions that companies have to make about who are the people they want to retain, and what kind of mental models do you want these people to have in their minds. Strong organizational cultures spend a lot of time brainwashing people, for better or word, or selecting people very carefully who want to fit in, who are going to fit into the organization, and empowering them with messages that will make them part of the community. Now, you get those three things working together, you can manage your culture, and you can change your culture. It's a slow process, but you have to operate at all three levels, and you can then claim the future, because your culture is your winning margin.